Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Summer Wind Mansion, my most procrastinated video yet. Yeah, I procrastinated like for an entire week just to get this video out, just to finally finish the script. And I think this might actually end up being one of my shortest videos yet, which is just fucking terrible. But, let's get into it. The house was first built as a hunting and hiking lodge for nearby, again, hunters and hikers of the region, and it, at this point, would be named the Lament Mansion after Robert Peterson Lament actually purchased the building and would end up having it remodeled for his family to live in. At the time of the remodeling is when kind of the strange happenings would start to occur. Workers would describe tools going missing, hearing strange whispering coming from the surrounding woods. And the strangest one they would document is actually the dimensions and measurements of each room kind of just changing with each person going into them. And things would kind of only escalate as the family actually moved into the house in 1918, where they would experience whispers coming from empty rooms, windows and doors slamming shut. Just the standard haunted house occurrences, really. The strangest one, though, the occurrence that would actually cause the family to leave the house, though, is when Robert found a strange woman in the house, where he would actually try and shoot her with his pistol, and the bullet would go right through her, permanently embedding itself in the wall behind her. So after that, the family just decided to leave the house to sell it off, which it would change owners just all the time. Like, each new owner would take it on, they would only be there for a couple of years, then sell it off because of the strange occurrences. And that would just keep happening until the Hishaw family finally moved into the house in 1970s, sometime around the 1970s, where they would experience, of course, the same occurrences, only much, much worse. They would describe just yelling, just screams coming from completely empty rooms, doors and windows slamming shut so hard that they actually almost break. And the just most intense occurrence that they've described yet has been when they found a decaying corpse behind a hidden room in a closet that they claim just completely vanished. Which I don't know. I feel like there would be a huge investigation, or at least like someone in the area would investigate into it when you claim you found a body in your house that mysteriously vanished. But workers were also brought onto the property to help repair it and remodel it again after being left to kind of decay and changing hands so many times. And the workers would describe just such feeling such unease on the property, and just with all the strange occurrences that many of them would vow to never actually return to the house. It was also at this point that Arnold, the head of the Hishaw household, started experiencing just a complete mental breakdown. He would stop going to work, he would stop kind of really interacting with anyone, including his family members. He grew increasingly aggressive towards just everyone. One of the worst instances of this is when he killed his daughter's pet raccoon right in front of them for just a minor mishap that they did, which is just a terrible thing to do. I don't even know. There's no justification for, killing your kid's pet in front of them. But yeah, this would all escalate into one night where he just went on a complete rampage, terrorizing the family, and just started violently playing his Hammond organ, which is just a fancy piano, I guess, claiming the demons demand I play, which just love the idea of him just running around the house slamming on that piano like, yes, oh, the demons, they demand I play. I just find that kind of funny, but again, just a man clearly having a complete mental deterioration due to the events, I suppose, that were happening around him. But he would end up becoming institutionalized, which, from what I found, he would actually never leave the hospital he was sent to. And as for Ginger and the rest of the family, Ginger, the matriarchy of the house, would sadly try to take her own life, only to be stopped, and would finally choose to take her kids and leave the house never to return. It was also after the occurrences happened by his daughter, Ginger's father, Raymond Bobbert? Bobbert? Bobby. Bobbert, took an immense fascination with the house, going so far to spend a few years in the house and write a book that he he named the Craver Effect, which he theorized that a treasure hunter and explorer named Jonathan Craver was haunting the house, but locals said this was complete bullshit, that he was only writing the book and staying in the house as a form of cash grab to follow the coattails of the sensation of the Amityville horror cases that were actually going on at the time. It's also his book and his experiences he documented in the house that actually caused the house to be called the Summerwind Mansion to the public, because outside of that, the locals still just called it the Lament Mansion. But after that, the house would just be left completely vacant. And by the time of 1985, the town was completely done with it. The locals tried having it destroyed or bulldozed by the city multiple times, claiming it's been nothing but a beacon for vagrants, for weird ghost hunters. Um, Weird ghost hunters, and just kids to go in the house to destroy it further, to just tag it with graffiti, and it's been nothing but an eyesore for the town. But again, the town or the city would say, no, we're not gonna bulldoze it, we're not doing anything. But the problem would actually take care of itself, as in 1988, the house was struck by lightning and completely burned down, leaving behind nothing but the stone foundations and a few chimneys of the house. Many theorists believe, though, it wasn't actually lightning, but either arson or some sort of paranormal event that actually caused the house to burn down. But make of that as you will. Today, you can still actually find the Lament Mansion, or what's left of it, the ruins, and just what's left of it, of course. And people still say you can experience the same occurrences there. You can hear whispers coming from the woods. You can see apparitions. The most common one, if you're lucky, is seeing the figure of a woman that many believe was the same woman Lament shot at in 1918. And maybe that's true, maybe it's not. Don't know. But that is the Summer Wind Mansion. Again, my most procrastinated video yet. I'm so fucking embarrassed about that. a week. A week of goddamn procrastination for, if you're watching this, probably a 10-minute video, I hope. Probably gonna be less than that. So embarrassed it took me so long. Can promise you the next one will not take that long. I hope. Have a good one. This has been the Summer Wind Mansion. Bye.